It's the Cable MTG Show.
Mox Opal, that's not right. Should we draft Bloodbraid Challenger in honor of our last opponent that murdered us so very badly with it? Yeah, I'm going to try and cut any colors at all, and maybe that'll get other people to pass us Gleemox, send good Gleemox signals. Hell yeah, JC Foxbox. I've been having a great day. Played some D&D, ate some tacos, drank some margaritas. Is Gleemox better than Lotus? Depends on your deck. I think in this cube, Lotus is likely better. But that might just be it. Hopefully we can wheel that Proving Ground, Tom. How much does a streamer like you pull in a year? 500K, cool mill, Juan Soto numbers, impossible to tell. We actually had our income, doxed is the wrong word, leaked. We had our income leaked. Well, not all of it, but a large chunk of it. Basically, the amount that got leaked was the top 2,000, the amount that the top 2,000 streamers on Twitch made from subs and bit donations. And when that leaked, it had me in the top 1,000 streamers somewhere. Largely because almost all of my income is from Twitch. It's like it's like all from lovely folks like yourselves, viewing, donating, all that stuff. I'm sorry, I've got to pick a card here. Gotta pick a card here. I was tempted by the Llanowar Elves and the Abrupt Decade there too, as well. I almost like Toxic. Not really, but almost. Let's keep taking terrible fixing lands. Anyway, I think what it showed when it got leaked, and this was a few years back, I think it showed that I had was making 80 or 90 grand a year. And that's just from Twitch. I also had, you had some sponsorships and stuff going on the side. So slightly over 6 figures for the Durward. And that's a top 1,000 earner on Twitch. So when you consider how many thousands of people try streaming, not a very lucrative field. Not a lot of depth to that roster of people that are actually going at it full time. Because I think once you're down past the 2,000s, you're into people that are not making over 20 grand a year on Twitch. It's a very narrow range. And the people that are making actual millions are even fewer, and might be less than 100. Might be less than 50. Think about this Elves of Deep Shadow. Biz. I do like a Liliana. I like a Smuggler's Copter too. Red might just not be that open. Maybe just black-green. It's enough to afford box wine. It certainly is. I can sip box wine. I can occasionally afford health insurance. That's pretty good. Little Gemstone Caverns action. Yeah, it's just $500 a month if you want something that actually does anything. Absolutely nuts. Living the American dream, right? 81 earning over $1 million apparently. Oh, cool, retract. So my rough guess was very close then, because I said 50 or 100. I think I'm gonna grab this Druid. I like Gemstone Caverns a lot. There's an outside chance it comes back to me. Is 100 grand a good wage over there in the US? It is. It is a good wage. I have a house. I'm paying my mortgage. Pay my taxes every year. Settle a little aside in a Roth IRA. It is the middle class dream. Maybe upper middle class, I don't know. A lot of it depends on where you live. So there's places in rural Wisconsin or like Arizona or something where you can afford to live on a very small amount. Whereas if you lived in New York or LA or something, 100 grand a year is like, I don't know, maybe that's like dishwasher money or something. It just seems like not enough to live there. Madison's like right in the middle of that. It's like not the most expensive like New York or LA, but our housing costs are like getting up there. It's a popular city. Hey, something Liquist thinks the sub thinks 64 months. 100K, New York or San Francisco, you're broco. Yeah, right. One leak has you at 230K. The leak that you're talking about isn't the official one, Mac Attack. There's something that's showing me at that number. It's just like someone probably just made that up. Maybe they like looked at the number of subs that I got in a day and they added it up for a full month or something like that. You know what I mean? The actual leak that I saw from Twitch numbers, when I saw it, it like matched what I made and it matched like what my friends made. Sure, Elevation. That one leak was looking at 2 years added. Yeah. That makes sense. What are we doing with this, huh? What are we doing with this? Is there an outside chance we're a fast spawn deck? I mean, we passed the Crucible last pack, right? It'd be cool if we were doing the Witherbloom Smog thing, but I don't want to take the Witherbloom that aggressively. It should wheel, right? I might just grab the Passageway Seer and see what comes back to us. I'm going to take Mox Diamond here over Misty. How many subs did I have when I started my streaming every day for a year? So that was back in 2016, and I actually set it as a sub goal before I did my year of streaming. I said if there's enough interest, if I can hit 100 subs, then I'll... And this was before Prime subs were a thing. This is before Amazon bought Twitch. If I hit 100 subs... I'll commit to it. I'll commit to a full year of streaming every day. And it took like half a month for us to get up to 100 subs, and then I was like, all right, let's jam. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Mr. Krasny C, thanks for the 55 months there. Did somebody say Prime subs? Thanks for sharing that Prime. Hell yeah, Thobder Gifts. A sad day if I stop streaming Vintage Cube. It'll take a long time. I'd like to be at this as long as I can. Best job I've ever fucking had. What was my job before full-time streaming? So I never had like an office job. I had a few part-time jobs like before college and when I was in college and stuff. But when I graduated college and moved to Chicago, I was looking for like an entry-level editing position. And the magazine industry had just crashed. So there was nothing. I was like competing with very experienced people. I'm going to take with the Crystal Vein. Little burst in mana there. If we take the fast bond, the excavator could be a thing. I think I'm going to grab this Deathclaw. I wonder if Lumberjack's splashable for us. I wonder if we could do that. I'm going to take Deathclaw anyway. Hey, there's the Undermountain Adventure. There we go. There we go. It's a little helpful. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, my, Yeah, so, I was not having luck. I got a few, like, callbacks and stuff, and, I remember I almost got, like, a comedy writing position, but it involved working on, like, the opposite end of town, and it didn't pay enough to justify. So, at the end of the summer of my first year in the Chicago area, I was sending out fewer and fewer applications and playing more and more Magic. Because on days that I like went to a local shop and traded and played their tournaments and stuff, I was actually like in the black. So I was just dedicating more and more time to Magic because that was actually making money while sending out applications was not making money. Ooh, Baragoi for Bristly Bill. I like both of these cards quite a bit. I think curve-wise, it's easier to justify the bill. Paraguay's so good, though. It seems really good in this deck, too. A lot of good stuff to rebuy. I'm going to take the bill. And it was 2010 that I had my big break in Magic. I'd spent a couple weeks working on a survival deck that I then top-aided GP Columbus with. Ended up getting survival banned in Legacy. Played in some Pro Tours. Started writing articles for Channel Fireball. And I basically just started, I met a lot of folks and started traveling to tournaments more and more and more. While all the green cards wheeled, If we end up with Gaia's Cradle, I'd like this Oddity. I don't know if we'll get it. Is there a chance that there's fast spawn? I don't think it is. I could see Cobra. I'm going to take the Oddity, I think. Oh, right. I was thinking about splashing that fucking orc. Damn it. I forgot. Yeah, so my job before I was a full-time streamer, I was grinding Magic tournaments. I spent like three-plus years grinding tournaments. The SCG series, the Midwest Masters series, the TCG Player Championships. All of those were like pretty good for me. And I played in a few Pro Tours, but I only cashed one of them, so the amount of time it took to qualify for the Pro Tour, in comparison to just playing cash tournaments, ended up not being worth it most of the time. God, these fetches look good. I think that Elvish Spirit Guide's going to wheel for us. I'm going to take the Minsc and Boo, and we're just going to hope that the red splash works out. Really missing that orc, maybe, but we'll see. Oh, Verdant's fantastic. I like the Paraguayf. Little Bayou action. No Gleemox. We have waffled on Gleemox again. Next draft. Oh, I've got some drinks coming to me. I got fucking wrapped up in story time and answering questions. Cheers, everybody. Do I wish that I played 4 Brainstorms in Blue-Green Survival? No, absolutely not. So Survival requires you to have like a critical mass of creatures. Compare it to Legacy Fish, for example. Like Legacy Merfolk has never played Brainstorm because you can't afford to spend your mana filtering. You kind of just got to curve out with your creatures. And Survival was similar. Like you need a critical mass of creatures for the Survival engine to work. And then after that, like there's only so much space for other stuff, right? Like I think I was playing 4 Force of Will, a couple of Umazawas. Really just a couple of days. Like, it was really just stuff to keep you alive while you're setting up Survival or force it through, that sort of thing. Just no time for brainstorming. I remember back in the day, someone was like, all right, but Caleb, if you have Brainstorm, you'll see your Survival more often. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm mulling to fucking Survival, asshole. Like, let's see, I could keep a hand with Brainstorm and look at 3 cards, or I could mulligan, look at fucking 6 more cards. That seems better, doesn't it? That seems better. Oh, fun, Vandalar. You can dig into the source archives, find my posts about that deck in Brainstorm. Probably very similar to what I'm still spouting, huh? Let's see. Questing Beast. Man, these blue cards, Now we're seeing blue-green cards. I'm gonna grab the Flame Slash, and we'll just, like, hope that the red splash works out for us. Ooh, Gaia's Cradle. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think that worm is solid. Our curve's like already pretty up there. Maybe I'm taking Fabled Passage and just having it be bad. Maybe that's okay. Bird's perfect. Now there's a good fixer. Maybe we cut Liliana here. Move away from double black a little bit. A little Elvish Spirit Guide action. I kind of answered that question, Gavatorus. So before I was grinding Magic tournaments, I was in college. So in college, I had some college office jobs, like I worked in the kitchen. I worked at the school library. That job was dope because it was just you sitting there, fucking doing your schoolwork, and then if somebody needed to check out a book, you would just like scan their book, and like, all right, just the easiest shit. Whereas working in the kitchen was like, you know, like an actual job they might have. I was doing dishes most of the time. So now my hands are all, you know, I can just grab hot plates and stuff. They still got that kitchen heat resistance. The perk of working in the kitchen, I really like putting Spring Heart. So when I like Spring Heart with Gaia's Cradle, I also really like putting it on a initiative critter. Is double red impossible? I could kind of use another critter, another thing. I'll just grab the Besiege You. Hey, there's another thing. Maybe Blood Tithe Harvest. Yeah, I'll throw another 4 in here. Yeah, the perk to working in the kitchen was all of the typical staff, all the regular non-student staff. Like, there was a rule against us bringing food home, but they were also like, we understand that you're poor college students, and we're not narcs. So we technically have to tell you not to bring food home when we're all going to throw it away at the end of the night anyway, but... So on some days, I was just like, all right, well, it was steak night, and we have an entire extra thing of steak. I'm just going to saran wrap these, throw them in my backpack, just have an entire backpack of steak. Fill up all my friends' freezers. And then during the summer, I had a pretty good run of summer jobs. I think the worst one was just like working the frozen section of a grocery store. And the best one, I worked with a sustainability alliance, and we would go door to door, talking about sustainability and swapping in light bulbs. Like, we would give them an energy efficient light bulb in exchange for like one of their old ones. A lot of people got more attentive when they were like being given something. Was the idea. That was not a bad job. I did some landscaping for a bit. The first year out of high school, I did some landscaping, and that job kind of ripped. I got really in shape really quickly. And the person who ran it, paid us all under the table. So I was just like, I just had this like giant roll of 20s. I think people thought I was a drug dealer or something. But yeah, definitely the most in shape I've ever been in my life. A lot of the days they would have me just like minding the store and like taking care of the plant nursery, deadheading, watering, repotting, that sort of thing. And then when they called me out for landscaping, it was usually because they were understaffed, undermanned. And they're like, all right, close the shop, Caleb. We need you. All right, you've got 2 hours. You and this other guy are going to unload this entire truck full of gravel. And then we're going to go over to this other place. And then you're going to fill the dump truck with boulders. And then, you know, it's just like these nuts schedules. Oddity is not our worst 4-drop at all. Big nub. Gaia's Cradle plays really well with Oddity. Very easy to flip if you can mine those 2 particular cards. So, like, Oddity is better than Questing Beast in this deck, as weird as that is. I think what we're going to be losing is one of our removal spells. I think it's going to be the Fatal Push. I think we're going to keep the Baleful Mastery, because it hits, like, a wide variety of things. I'm only playing a couple of removal spells, so might as well go big. So for green mana, we got 4. I'm not going to count the Verge. This is like 12-ish green. Not counting Mox Diamond. Not counting Gaia's Cradle. Not counting Verge. So it's like 12 plus, right? We can trim 1 or 2. For swamps, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wouldn't mind an 8th swamp. Another basic would be nice for the Shieldred, right? Then when we get the initiative, we can shoot out the extra swamp, play the Shieldred out. How much red do we need? We have 3 red cards. I think we want like 6, right? How much do we got? 1, 2... 3 with the Fabled Passage. Okay. It helps. We got the Birds of Paradise, we got the Paradise Druid, we got the Mox Diamond. It's closer than it looks, but we never got like a Tiger or something fetchable. I think what we want to do is play another mountain or two. Maybe I am supposed to get the Flame Slash, Just only have 2 red cards. Play this fucking Sylvan Library. Maybe 1 mountain's good, and just like count on initiative fixing for red. Yeah, let's do that actually. Yeah, not an amazing opener, Birds to nowhere. Really gotta stop drawing mana now. Bye, birds. Hey, there we go. No. I just snuffed it. I didn't even get to, like, think. I didn't have the hope for a second that I might have a creature live. Just instantly snuffed. A lot of fucking lands here, I think we kept a 4-lander and then drew 2 more. Yeah, right, Master Mike? Start to listen to your tum-tum a little bit more as you get older, like, Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Gimpy, I'm in. Thanks for 22 months there. Gimpy says, I popped in and out over the last 2 days and have to know, what is the Gleemox? It's a Mox. It's only on Moto. It's banned in every format. Taps for every color. I played against it a few times. I've not drafted it myself. All right, we got this. We got this game. That was just the warm-up. That's all that was. Is Gleemox always the best pack win pick one? No. So in this cube, Black Lotus is really good. There's like a whole Salvagers combo that regular cube doesn't have, and this cube is all about. I mean, you can draft a deck like this where it's like, let's play the 4-drop as quickly as possible, and Black Lotus is better at doing that than Gleemox. But Gleemox is really up there, Gonna fix for your 3-color deck. Always gonna be on color. Hard to argue like Recall or Soul Ring over it. Oh, fun, Maltese Falcon. Yeah, let me know what they think. Sometimes people that are into those old classic rock bands, they're into them because they know them. But that aside, you'd assume that somebody that's into dad rock would be into Halas, You'd assume. Nice hand. Why, thank you. Certainly better than my last one, If they don't fuck with my elves, I can go like turn 2 Bill, Mortuary, set up for a 4-drop on 3. Fetch into a 4-drop, have a fucking 5/5 Bristly Bill. Lumberjack. Here to jack's the lumber. What if I put a 1/1 counter on the Elves of Deep Shadow? Just like make it immune. Just making the elves immune from Ren and 6 is all I'm doing there. We just fucking heard this song. Oh, we haven't heard this one. Undeniable guitar riff here. Undeniable guitar riff here. Dire Straits. Right, comrade? It's the same as when you're like watching shows from the 90s and stuff, or 80s, or what have you. They said whatever the fuck they wanted. Derogatory. You ever just call up your friend Sting and get him to do the background vocals for a song you recorded? I have not, Midva. Is that what this is? UT Dark Ritual. What's that leading to? Much better than game one, Therabrame. I mean, this is my end of turn, so it's an odd time to be Dark Ritualing. Fire Covenant, I see. And there's an empty board for them to untap and launch into. Opponent's gonna have a nice turn. They will have Lumberjack active. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Maxwell KP, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 16 months. Queen has some iconic tonality in a few of their songs. That's true, Tackler. What's your favorite Queen track? In terms of guitar tone? MTV waiting room right here. Do 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 but do boo do boo. I'm gonna forge it up. Yeah, if they're playing as a block, they might have a rough time, right? With this Baleful Master in hand. It's got a lot of land recursion. That's probably a useful thing to be doing, huh? Yeah, they look kind of fucked. They look a smidge fucked to me. This stream blows dogs for quarters. Excuse me? Lies and slander. You don't have to accept quarters for something that you're passionate about. You can just blow the dog. Some nice murdering we got doing in there. This stream blows quarters for dogs. Hey, dogs! Now dogs are good payment. The murder meese, yeah. No cheeses for us meeses. The mana with this draw doesn't look as good, does it? It's like, oh man, those are good 4 cards, and you're looking at the rest like, I think we want to send this back. I think we want to do that. The issue is you turn one Mystic, and they like ran 6 ping it, and then you lose. You have nothing. Maybe if like one of these was castable, or another mana source or something. Why'd I keep this? I was just talking about Mulligan. I guess I am getting close to the end of my my jar of wine. If they don't have red and 6 to ping, I mean, then we still need to draw some black sources, right? Like, the opponent might not have it, and then we might still do nothing. A Bayou? A Bayou doesn't save us. We need to cast this Shieldred. We need Bayou Plus. Jar of mulled wine? No, just a regular jar filled with boxed wine. Kind of seems like my elf might live, though. That's a good sign. Excuse me. Some big sneezers in there. Hey, Throg thinks the 3 months. Throg says, bless you. Yeah. Hail Satan. People always say bless you. They don't say who's doing the blessing, so I like to throw out a Hail Satan just to be safe. Just be safe, you know? Nothing wrong with safety. Cover your bases. Well, we do have a lot of 4-drops in the deck. I think the green initiative creature would be our best draw, right? That would go get us a swamp. Hello, second best draw. Am I liking Deathclaw? I am, yeah. It's at its absolute best in decks that can like cheat it out through ramp or reanimate it. It's not a bad natural order target. This deck's like just playing it off of the ramp. It's a little expensive for our curve, but you know, it's still good. Right? Real hard to block. And it murders things. I like Queen a lot. Doesn't really fit in my rock playlist because it's so vocal centric. Most of that playlist is very like guitar riff centric. Yeah, pretty much Cravian. Yeah, Deathclaw is way better than Ashen Rider, in my opinion, for the reasons you mentioned. How do you even train a hamster to the point you'd feel comfortable giving it this much power? Well, that's the thing. See, Boo, it looks like Minsk is training Boo, but it's actually the inverse. Man, it's looking a lot better, huh? The Shieldreds are only double black cards. I don't think we need the swamp. Yeah, we don't really need anything. So, whatever. Oh, maybe you get a swamp anyway, because then you can Fatal Push and Deathclaw on a turn. Well, anyway. Could making a new boot have turned on Fatal Push? It could have. We didn't have a black source, though, Hadouken. I was pretty happy with jamming the Flame Slash. You're right that like maybe we could have drawn a black source for turn, and then we have the option between the two or whatever. Oh shit! What up? Hey, Unholy Diver. Thanks the sub. Thanks the 60 months there. Approaching pension age, huh? Huh? Yeah, okay, Shieldred. Okay. Will not. Opponent had enough. Yeah, sure. Crystal Vein performing well. I think Crystal Vein's great in this cube, yeah. This cube's very, like, get to 4 mana as quickly as possible if you're building around initiative, so Crystal Vein's great there. A little better than City of Traders most of the time, I think. You can grab a Surveil land here and look for another land drop. Like a coward! Like a fucking coward! Or you can just play at your Arbor Elf and just rip the land, just be good, just be hunky-dory. What about a Guy's Cradle off the top, We get, like, Nantuku into Cradle and just dump the hand. As a longtime Radar Love fan, you want to be upset, but so far the cover's fire. Yeah, it's a little heavier. The vocals are like mixed lower, you know. And there's a drum machine, so there's a bunch of like weird triplets in there. Overall, I like it. I like it a lot. The turn 2 bird, I think, is gonna fuck me pretty bad. This draw is not working out so far. I've seen it played a few times. It usually looks solid, right? Ministry does have a lot of bangers, yeah. I think they've got a good Black Betty, too. So far, it's not looking much like one of those winnable games. One of those games that we get to win sometimes. Is that helpful? We could, like, Minsk launch in. Do we die on the crackback? Not quite. Very close. I actually like the Raymond version of Black Betty because the vocals are so fucking ridiculous. It works for me. Are we Gleemaxing? We fucking wish we were Gleemaxing. Never Gleemaxed in my goddamn life. We already played our lane for the turn, so... Okay. Oh, there they go. Sure. Yeah, you got it. You got it. I get it. You got it. Yeah, you wanted it more. I'm gonna do the same sideboard plan that I did last time. I'm kind of in a mood for Bad Hand. For the big fat meanies. Yeah, Haywire might have been pretty bad so far, huh? Hey, okay, Cups. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 71 months. The Passage is just going to get a Forest, then we're going to turn 2 Paradise Druid, turn 3 Shieldred, I think. Jeez, Air. An FBB Soul Ring. Opponent's got some mana. Glad we could save our Flame Slash for this Athari, Is that an NRG series raid? Welcome, folks. If you all aren't following the NRG series, you should. Great tournament series. A lot of good production value. A lot of sweet tournaments. Were y'all playing out your championship? Is that what was getting streamed? I've played a few. They're here in the Midwest. Top 8 of the team event they had here in Madison recently. It was a good time. They're well-run events for sure. Theo won? Oh man. Unrelated to anything that I might have just learned. I feel $50 richer. Completely unrelated to that information I just got. Oh, that's a good feeling. All right, game 3 on the draw. Let's go. We got this. I think I keep this, huh? We're not doing anything turn 1, but turn 2 we can Sentinel into 4 drops here. You think that Commando's gonna fuck up my Mox Diamond? I think it is. Might dig up my curve a little bit. Let's see. Rude. All right, rude. Not a very kind thing. Not a very neighborly play there with the council's judgment, gotta say. Liquid peace of mind. Amazing tomorrow now. Amazing. Sounds like me last night. We watched some real quality trash. We watched Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and then we watched the new Jeopardy that like it's like based on pop culture. They call in Joe's Toasts. He does an alright job after he warms up. He's growing on me. But yeah, I ate an edible, and then I started playing my card games, right? Playing my my regular like Slay the Spire runs and stuff. And I just losing so bad, and just just not doing nearly as well in all my regular games that I usually do well in. Like, okay, well something's off here. Very easy to screw up a run. Diceomancer was good. You like Diceomancer? I was not high on that. I like the art of Diceomancer a lot. Really love the art style. I was less high on the mechanic of it. Wow, that Glorybringer fucks me up. That's like borderline lethal, huh? Yes, you can Questing Beast, smack them, and turn the Questing Beast into a 6/6, which can block their caves, but then you die to the Epicure hit. So I might just be dead here. I might just be dead because I played my Undermountain Adventure instead of my Shieldred. Oh well. Did I talk about Game of the Year on stream? What even is it? Is it Balatro? Oh, mana away from the Deathclaw. Damn. Astral World? Okay, I don't know anything about that. Yay, we lose here. Is that a turn 2 shielded? Is that what that is? The game of the year is the game that I despise the most? No, I fucking hate that game. Ah, I'm so mad. Turn 1 Frog. Are we better off making a turn 2 Shelly or a turn 2 Minsk, So Frog can clear the turn 2 Minsk. Kind of fucked up. This actually might be a bad Baleful Mastery. If they go for the Oracle win, Baleful Mastery is like the best answer. It like kills them instead of them winning the game. It's a fun tune. Alright, we're gonna play both the best and worst version of Black Betty at the same time. Which Oracle? Thassa's Oracle? It's like blue 1/3 when it comes to play. If you've got 2 or less cards in your library, win the game. It's devotion based. It's used in the Doomsday combo, and then in CEDH, you pair it with like the 1 mana exile your library card. Oh, they're tinking, huh? Well, it's not a portal at least. Solid chance this Citadel bricks. So we could besiege you. Actually, can we do both? No, we can't. We can't do the green and the red and then still have green. Play around Spell Pierce here, why not? Nice Citadel friend. Is this a Minions version of this song? No. This is Rayman Legends. We're gonna Doomsday, sure. A pile they can make. I mean, it depends on if they've got Black Lotus in their deck, really. And if they've got a draw spell in their hand. They die in Resolution with Doomsday? Oh yeah, then there's not a pile. Took me a second there, huh? Alright, so you lose half of 1 life. Rounded up is, I guess that's, oh dear. Oh no. I think the Haywire Might's gonna stay in. I think Vorcevigor's gonna come in, and I'm gonna cut... Oh, I don't fucking know. This thing, maybe? No, let's cut this Deathclaw. See the log? Excuse me? This is a good Christian Minecraft server here, friend. See the log? You're just gonna say that? You're just gonna say that in a Twitch chat? You think that's acceptable? You think it's okay? Just say that? Asked to see some logs? Trying to see some Yule log this Christmas? Love it. How good do you think this Bloodbraid Challenger is going to be? On a scale of 1 to Yule Log. I'm thinking this is going to be like a big fucking O-card Yule Log right here. That's what I think. Pushing my bird, which is apparently fatal to birds. The bird flies. That doesn't mean you can't get fucking pushed. Alright, this one's not a cover, but it is quite excellent. You don't have to push it downwards. You could push it sideways into a tree. Maybe you could push it between 2 logs. Like some Return of the Jedi type fucking... Those Ewok traps. This box wine is starting to feel light. I think it made a solid dent in this. It feels like you get a lot more wine out of a box than a bottle. You ever notice that? Hey, cheers, Chad. You think it's because there's a lot more in the box? Interesting, Fresh Basil. Yeah, I haven't done the box math. Love that tackler. Did you, you said you played this song when the restaurant you were playing at went adults only after 9 p.m.? So is that like a 2-person band you got or something? This seems like a great, I don't know if y'all have seen the music video. Well, it's a pretty good one to like put up on the monitors. If your bar's got that kind of thing. Oh, I think we just lose here, huh? Doomsday Bolas Citadel. We'll see what they're doomsdaying up, but this game looks fucking over. Fucking over. Thassa's Oracle. Okay, they're winning with Thassa's Oracle. You win. That's fine. Hey, Croco Benito, it's the sub. He's at 23 months there. This track's about footwear. Oh, fun tackler. So we have our colors, and I think Best Infestation's good in this matchup. But hey, it's too slow, right? It's too fucking slow. We were doing like faster stuff last game. That was way too slow last game. We can do faster. I like the this band does. Looking forward to the next Tunaruskis. I think so. Quality Advance. It's it's definitely in the conversation. We both think it's hilarious, so. And it's danceable, right? You can dance to this. Is Chad invited to the wedding? A singular entity? If I can figure out how to stream it, I'll do a Dagon Crow, but it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I'll have a good enough internet connection. Seems unlikely. Hey, Tater Chimp, thanks for the $5 donation. Chimp says, didn't know if you heard the song from Zappa's rock opera, where he joins the cult of paleontologists and learns German to have sex with a vacuum / pig covered in marital AIDS. You know what? I don't think I've heard that, Tater Chimp. I will say. I probably remember that, right? I really want to sack to Minskin Boom. How much is pumping? 7. Fuck it. Hey, we win. We win! Let's see what Tater Chim wants to listen to.